Often when you're making something, you'll buy in a large sheet of a particular material and need to cut it to certain dimensions appropriate for whatever you're making. So you might make packing crates and you'll buy in big sheets of plywood and have to cut them to size. Or if you run a CNC machine shop, you might have to buy in large blocks of aluminium and cut them in the bandsaw before you put them in your machines. So in this example, I'm going to show you how to configure Factory Superstar to handle these situations so that it tracks inventory and costs and handles production for you. So as always, before doing anything in the system, we start off with a sketch so we can better understand how our process works. So we start with the finished component, which in this case is a cut to size panel of length, which we'll specify, and a depth, which we'll specify as well. Note that I'm not actually putting in an actual length or depth here. So for example, I'm not saying that it's 50 centimeters long by 60 centimeters deep. By not specifying these in advance, it allows you to configure this definition just once and then use it to make any number of components with different dimensions in Factory Superstar, and that becomes a huge time saver. So for every other example, we would say, what do you need to make this, cut the size panel, and then just go from there. But this is a special case and just about the trickiest concept in Factory Superstar. And the reason for this is that for the cut to size panel, we specify two dimensions, so we've got the length and the depth. But when we enter a purchased item into the system, and I'm going to do it here, panel, so I'm going to say we buy in panels, let's say it's a plywood panel, and it's 240 centimeters. Each unit contains 240 centimeters, so really saying it's 240 centimeters long. So there's only one dimension there. To rectify this, to convert these two dimensions into this one dimension so that Factory Superstar can track stock quantities, we need to add in an intermediate stage. But this is a bit confusing already, so let me start adding this into Factory Superstar so I can show you what I mean by example. So first off, I'm going to go and add the purchased item, the panel itself that we buy from a supplier. So I'll go to inventory and then click add component. We add the purchased items directly to the inventory. It doesn't need a definition. So add component, and then I'm just going to say, just going to call it a panel, and it's a leave these ones blank. For the category, I'm just going to add it to the woodworking section and the location in the workshop. Lead time, let's just say it takes 5 days to come from the supplier. Each unit costs, I'll just say 50 pounds or dollars, whatever. And each unit contains, this is important, so let's just say these panels come in 240 centimeters long, so each unit contains 240 centimeters, and this is really the issue that I mentioned earlier. You're only adding one dimension to each purchased item, so 240 centimeters, I'll add that, and then I'm going to add the finished product, so this part here, the cut to size panel. So this is a definition, so inventory, definitions, add definition, cut to size panel. And for the category, so for this one, I'm going to choose, I'm going to go into woodworking, I'm going to go into wood, in progress category, and I'm going to a cut wood category. So in the past I've configured these categories in the system just for examples, but the reason you might want an in progress category for this panel is because this most likely isn't going to be a finished product. It's just going to be something you use as a subcomponent for another product. So if you're making the crate, for example, this would just be an intermediate stage for that. And it's good to have these in progress categories because it keeps everything tidy and it means you don't clutter up the categories that you actually use with components that are just works in progress. So I'm going to do in progress category, and then location, it's just in the wood section. So for the process, I didn't show this in the drawing, but I'm going to choose the wood cutting process for this. I'm just going to say it's for sale. So add that. Okay, so the variables to add are the length and the depth, so I will add those. So length, for a value we'll leave this blank. As stated before, we want to leave it blank so that we can use this definition for panels of a number of sizes. So length is in centimeters and it's blank, and the same for depth. Okay, so now we'll try to add the panel as the subcomponent. So here it is, here the panel. we just leave the name blank. So you can see here the problem. We have these variables for the cut to size panel, the length and the depth, but the only variable we can use is, because it's a purchase component, is the length. So this is where we need the intermediate definition. So I'm going to add in the definition, and it's going to be cut to length panel, and I'm just length as opposed to size, just for, you have to call it something, and it's going to have the variables length, and it's also going to ask me for a quantity, and this is key. So for the quantity, I'm going to put quantity equals depth divided by the depth of the original panel, which is 120 centimeters. So quantity equals depth of 120, and just so we're clear, the quantity isn't actually a variable, it's something that Factory Super asks you for, and I'll show you that in a minute. What this equation here does is it converts any additional dimensions to a quantity dimension so it can be used by the purchased item. So if the depth we want here is 60 centimeters, 60 divided by 120 is 0.5, so it will only use half the amount of the purchased item than it normally would, thus it does take into account the depth. Now I'm going to tie up everything in the system so we can use this. So I'm going to add the intermediate stage as a definition, cut to length panel, and the category the same as before, the in progress category, and the wood section, and the process is just the same as before, wood cutting, and I'm not going to say it's for sale. The length will be the same as before, it'll be blank, and here for the subcomponent I'm going to add the panel that we purchase. So the panel, I'm going to leave the name blank, and the length is going to be the length, which is the length variable that we just defined. Okay, so that's it for the intermediate panel. Now we go into the cut to size panel, the finished product. Cut to size panel, I'm just going to search for it here. Cut to size panel, we add a subcomponent. The subcomponent is the cut to length panel, the intermediate stage. The quantity is depth divided by 120, and the length is the length. For this stage, what I would do is I would edit this and I would add a process time, and this allows Factory Superstar to calculate how long and thus how much in labour costs it takes to produce this item. So you can introduce variables into your process time, so you can do like length divided by 2 if the process time will vary with a variable, but I'm just going to say every item's the same. It's going to take 0.5 hours, or if it was in minutes, an easier way to do it is to do, say it took 10 minutes, you do 10 divided by 60, and Factory Superstar will just do that sum for you, and since you divide by 60 to convert hours into minutes, it will just say it took 10 minutes. So I'm going to submit that. Because we've used this cut to length panel as a subcomponent, the final thing to do is click this link button, and what that'll do is when Factory Superstar tells your team in the workshop that they need to produce this cut to size panel or a cut to length panel, it'll link them both together, so it won't show the cut to length panel on the production screen. So click link and click update link, and that's it done. So now let's order it and see that everything works. So I'll just add it to this sales order because we said it was for sale, so I'm going to order one panel, cut to size panel, made to order. So I'm going to say the length is 50 centimeters, the depth is 60 centimeters. We'll submit that. When I click the drop down here, I can see that the stages we have just defined, including this intermediate stage here. You'll note that it says the length of the purchase panel is required is 25 centimeters. This is what we were looking for. The 60 centimeter depth is half the depth of the full panel, so the system has correctly adjusted the consumed amount of the full panel to account for this. The panel here is highlighted in red, so it's out of stock. So let's see what happens when we have enough in stock to produce this item. I go to inventory and adjust the stock count of the panel. I'm going to just change it to 1. You can see that the net quantity is negative, which means that it's in demand. Stock count, adjust stock count, and then I'm going to go back to that order. You can see that the system, the green tick here means that the system has skipped this intermediate stage and is telling us to cut the panel, the final panel, with the dimensions that we ask for, the 50cm and 60cm, so there's no confusion over the quantities when it actually comes to producing the item. As I've said, this is the trickiest concept in Factory Superstar. You don't need to understand exactly why you need to do this when sizing panels, but just make sure you do it. The good thing is that you only need to configure this once and then can use this as a subcomponent in any number of products that you make.